Hey everybody, I'm Victoria Duffield.
All right. So I gotta ask, how much sleep did you actually get? Because your album dropped at midnight, so you must be full of excitement.
Yeah, no, I got more sleep than I got the night before. The night before I was up, I flew here, so I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
So today was a bit more of a sleep-in than that, but yeah, no, I was up, counting down with everyone else for the release of my album.
Okay. And then you still have a long day ahead of you.
Yeah.
So what's your secret? Are you just running on adrenaline, or?
Yeah, today's a long day. A lot. In this industry, a lot of it is long work days. And for me, it's not work to me yet. It's still all. I enjoy it, and it'll be. I don't know if it'll ever end up being work. You know, as long as you keep it something that you enjoy and it's fun, then it'll never feel like that. I'm always sort of an energetic, positive person, so I never really have a problem having that last throughout the day. So I'm lucky. I've always had long days growing up. When I was younger, I go to school and then dance and all this stuff. So I'm used to it.
Okay. All right. When I was doing research for this interview, I saw a quote on your website, and it said, "People don't have to push me. I push myself even further." So being someone so young, where are you able to find that sort of positive energy?
Yeah, exactly. I'm definitely one to, always being the person that's pushing, myself to work harder, and I've never really had to have sort of my parents, Victoria, get back to work, or, stop watching TV, do your homework. It's more like, Victoria, take a break. Why don't you sit down for like 5 minutes? So, I don't know. It's always just been something about me. Growing up, watching my parents, they're hard workers too, and very driven people, and I'm a perfectionist too, and I see that in my parents too. So I think just growing up in an environment where you work hard to get what you want, and so it was kind of instilled in me and my brothers sort of individually, that my parents didn't really have to force it upon us. We just kind of decided ourselves that we want to work hard at something and try to succeed with it.
Okay. And what advice do you have for someone who might just feel that they need that extra push?
Yeah. My advice is, there's this one sort of this article or this comic thing I saw one time, kind of showing you never know how close you are to getting to where you want to be. So to put in that extra effort, it can only help. And every day, try to think, what did I do to get. Use every day to get closer to what you want. Even if it's a little step, you're still getting closer. And you just never know how close you're going to be unless you give up. Then it'll never happen.
Right. That's good advice.
Thank you.
All right. You mentioned that you do put a lot of effort into what you're doing. And you're a skilled dancer. It's obvious when you're watching your videos.
Thank you.
How much practice do you actually put in per day?
Lots of practice goes in. It depends on the day of what I have kind of going on. Before, when I took actual sort of dance classes and dance training, when I had time to do all the different kinds, which was just like 2 years ago, I was dancing. Normal weeks would be up to like 17 hours a week, or like Easter weekend 2 years ago, I did 18 hours that one weekend. So, now that, I'm signed with Warner, and this past year, I couldn't be as much involved in, taking, the jazz, competition classes, just because I couldn't commit myself to the groups. I didn't want to let them down. So that was something I had to adjust to. But then, I put the time into then, I'll run on my treadmill and sing to build up stamina that way, or have rehearsals with Luther Brown, my choreographer for everything. So, I don't know, many hours, lots of hours, not much sleep.
Right. And with all that practice and just everything that goes into the live shows, what can fans who have never been to one of your shows expect?
Yeah, I think what differentiates myself from other artists is the training, the dance training I've had that kind of has led me up to this. So, my shows, involve, they're high energy dancers, that full entertainment package with, the dancing and the singing and a real performance.
Okay. And next month you're going to be out on tour with Big Time Rush and Cody Simpson.
Yes.
And on your album you actually do a duet with Cody. During those shows, can we expect Cody joining you on stage doing the performance, or is it secret?
It's still kind of in the works. I'm not sure what's happening with that. I mean, I'm hoping so, but I mean, it's he has so much going on, so we're talking to him, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, that was super cool to be able to do a track with Cody Simpson.
Right.
I was very excited about that.
Okay, and I noticed that on your Twitter page you posted some photos from a Nicki Minaj concert.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you get to go to other concerts?
Yeah, I mean, I try my best to check out other people's concerts and just to see what sort of different thing they bring to their shows. And I mean, for hers, her set in particular was super cool. She had these screens that, because so many people have like the screens where they'll show videos or, you know, inserts of them talking, but she had just screens on her set that would change. So it would sort of be different backgrounds every song. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, her costumes were amazing. So I try to take in as many concerts as I can, just to, you know, I mean, pick up different things that I like or I want to keep in mind for, you know, my future tours.
I'm sure there'll be plenty.
Yeah.
What was your first concert that you ever went to?
My first concert was the Jonas Brothers, actually, with one of my really good friends. We made T-shirts, and yeah, that was really exciting. And I mean, one concert that I'd always wanted to see, and I only saw the last half of it, was the Britney Spears Femme Fatale concert. It was on Canada Day, and I had a show that night in Abbotsford. So I mean, it was an hour to Vancouver drive. So I mean, I saw the last about 6 songs, but it was totally worth it because that's something I'd always wanted to see was her live.
Okay, and she puts on a very visual show as well.
Yes, something that I wanted to really see because it's something that, I mean, I have some similarities to. So yeah.
All right. On the YouTube version of Break My Heart, at the end of it, there's some dance lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, you're inspiring people to, you know, learn how to dance. So who are some of your inspirations?
Yeah. I mean, my dance teachers, a lot of them were inspirations for me. Just hearing all that they accomplished. One of my really close friends and dance teacher from home, Hannah Slinsky, was a big inspiration for me. But also, I mean, artists like Britney Spears. She was a huge influence on me. Someone I looked up to as a performer, and just all that she brought to, you know, her shows and everything. I definitely was inspired by her.
Okay. And in your last video, you actually had some dancers from So You Think You Can Dance in the video.
Mm-hmm.
If you were given the opportunity to either be a guest performer or a guest judge or even a choreographer, would you do it?
On the show?
Yeah.
That would be really cool. I don't think I'd feel quite qualified to be a choreographer or a judge, because I would feel like, how am I telling you guys what you're doing right or wrong? A guest performer would definitely be cool. No, I've been really lucky to have these, I mean, such accomplished dancers, you know, dancing for me, who are in So That You Can Dance Season 4. So, I mean, all my videos have showcased them, and so, yeah, that's been awesome, and to be able to work with them, and choreographer from that show, Luther Brown, and judge, I mean, all that he's done, and, you know, for him to be working with me, it's quite the honor.
So the next set of questions is just going to be based on song titles from this album.
Cool.
Okay, so the first song is Shut Up and Dance.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if you were to name one song that no matter where you are or what you're doing, as soon as you hear those first few notes, you're just like, okay, I have to dance.
What song would that be? LMFAO Party Rock, probably. Always makes you want to dance.
Alright, Break My Heart.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of talking about like sad things and
Yeah.
heartbreak and stuff like that, what are some of the things that just warmed your heart?
Family. Spending time with family definitely warms my heart. Puppies. I love dogs. What else makes me happy? Bueno chocolate bars.
Okay.
That makes me happy too.
Alright.
And shopping. Shopping always makes me happy.
Are you gonna get any time here while you're in Montreal?
I don't think so, but next time I'm here, I am booking a day to go shopping here.
Okay. They don't know about us. So what is something that your fans might not know about you?
Let's see. I used to play volleyball.
Oh.
I don't think I've said that before. I played in grade 6 and grade 7, and I love volleyball. I love it.
What position did you play?
We didn't really have like positions, but I was always good. I mean, we all kind of rotated. I was a good setter. No, and then back bumping it because I would like dive for them. I'd like, we're gonna win this. I'd always be like diving and going on my knees, so going full out.
Okay. And the next song is Save Me. So a lot of people see music as a sort of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So are there any albums that when you're feeling down or you just need that pick-me-up that you turn to? Maybe not just albums, but artists.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, songs that when I'm sort of feeling down or whatever, I like listening to like John Mayer or James Blunt, those kind of, and Michael Bublé. Those are kind of that's my playlist I kind of turn to sort of mellow music, but still that kind of pick you up a bit.
Okay. And then there's Sweet Fantasy. So fantasy, you think dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So who would you love to work with?
I would love to work with Justin Bieber. There's music in the background right now. I think it'd be really cool to work with him. All he's accomplished, and us being kind of close in age would be super cool. Also, Justin Timberlake would be very cool to work with because he's a dance artist too, and he needs to come out with a new album. Just saying. Or Britney Spears. That would be a huge honor.
Okay, good choices.
Thank you.
All right. There's Feel. So when you're on stage, what does it feel like?
I don't know. I just feel alive. I never want to leave the stage. I mean, I'm always a little bit nervous before I go on stage. I mean, I think nerves are also important for adrenaline, and I mean, I'm taking everything so seriously that I'm nervous because I want everything to go well. But when I'm on stage, I'm never nervous. I just love interacting with the fans and the audience and the feeling. I don't know. I just have this it's like this feeling inside my stomach that I love, and then I thrive off of it. So I need to go on stage again.
Okay. And there's Baby Come Home.
Mm-hmm.
So being an artist, you travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do feel homesick, what are some of the things that you do?
Skype helps a lot. I'm able to Skype my brother and my dad at home. I mean, I'll be updating and texting my friends at home.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's great having that technology these days.
Right.
Really helps with that. I mean, it would have been really different being an artist so many years ago and not having that. That would be really different, just leaving and then just feeling so disconnected from home. I definitely would find that hard. So nowadays, it's a lot easier. So I'm lucky.
Right. And then the last song is
Mm-hmm.
Final Warning.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this is the final warning because this is the last question.
Okay.
What does the rest of the year hold for you?
Well, it's also my grad year at school, so
Okay.
I'll be in grade 12 and finishing that off, and I still go to public school. I'm just not there very much. So yeah, I mean, this year would be a really exciting year. I'm really excited to see what sort of comes up with my album out now, promotion for that, first tour, and sort of what tour will come after that, and opening up internationally. I know it's the plan now that the album's out, so I'll be interested to see kind of what country I'll venture off to first.
All right. And that's it.
Great.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Yay!